Pierson here. I found this recording device. I figured I should document my notes on this device and on paper. I'm obsessed by the thought that I may be the last living woman on Earth. I have been hiding in this empty house near Grover's Mill, a small island of daylight cut off by the black smoke from the rest of the world. All that happened before the arrival of these monstrous creatures in the world now seems part of another life. A life that has no continuity with the present. Feathertoothed existence of the lonely derelict who pencils these words on the back of some astronomical notes bearing the signature Rosalind Pierson. I look down at my blackened hands, my torn shoes, my tattered clothes, and I try to connect them with the professor who lives at Princeton, and who, on the night of October 30th, glimpsed through her telescope and witnessed an orange splash of light on a distant planet. My husband, my colleagues, my students, my books, my observatory, my world. Where are they? Does time pass when there are no human hands left to wind the clocks? In writing down my daily life, I tell myself, shall I preserve human history between the dark covers of this little book that was meant to record the movements of the stars? But to write, I must live, and to live, I must eat. I find moldy bread in the kitchen and an orange not too spoiled to swallow. I keep watch of the window. From time to time, I catch sight of a Martian above the black smoke. The smoke still holds the house in its black coil, but at length there is a hissing sound, and suddenly I see a Martian mounted on its machine, spraying the air with a jet of steam, as if to dissipate the smoke. I watch in a corner as its huge metal legs nearly brush against the house. Exhausted by terror, I must sleep. It's morning. Morning! Sun streams in the window. The black cloud of gas has lifted, and the scorched meadows to the north look as though a black snowstorm has passed over them. I venture from the house. I make my way to a road. No traffic. Here and there a wrecked car, baggage overturned, a blackened skeleton. I push on north. For some reason I feel safer trailing these monsters than running away from them. And I keep a careful watch. I have seen these Martians feed. Should one of their machines appear over the top of the trees, I'm ready to fling myself flat on the earth. I come to a chestnut tree. October chestnuts are ripe. I fill my pockets. I must keep alive. 2 days I wander in a vague northerly direction through a desolate world. Finally, I notice a living creature. A small red squirrel in a beech tree. I stare at him and wonder. He stares back at me. I believe that moment the animal and I share the same emotion. The joy of finding another living being. I push on north. I find dead cows in a brackish field beyond the charred ruins of a dairy. The silo remains standing guard over the wasteland like a lighthouse deserted by the sea. Astride the silo perches a weathercock. The arrow points north. Next day, I came to a city vaguely familiar in its contours, yet its buildings strangely dwarfed and leveled off, as if a giant hand slipped off its highest towers with a capricious sweep of his hand. I reached the outskirts. I found Newark undemolished, but humbled by whim of the advancing Martians.